Okay, then last week we had a discussion about descriptive statistics. I think we complete the session related to descriptive statistics. Today, what we are going to do is we are going to learn how to descriptive analysis using Microsoft Excel. Then before move to that, I want to check. I think last week we discussed up to this point, no? Am I correct? I think we discussed up
Yes.
this
Yes.
point. Yes. Then this shows how to do analysis using Microsoft Excel. Yes. Okay, then I think I have uploaded this data set into LM. You can download it. Or if you want, I can share it with you through the chat box. Now it is in the chat box. Okay. Then let me explain the variable in this data set. The first column shows category, then objective. These data are related to mutual funds. It is similar to the unit trust, the one method of investment. You can invest in mutual funds or unit trust. Then the informations are related to mutual funds. Hello. Hello. Oh. ඕලා ෂෙඩියුල් එක එවලනේ තියෙන්නේ. නෑ මගේ එක කරන්නේ මගේ එක කරන්නේ ડોක්ටර් දුනුසිංහ ඉන්නේ අද. එයා ඒ දැන් පහටනේ තියෙන්නේ. නෑ තියෙනවා. ඇයි කැන්සල් කරන්නේ? නෑ ඊයේ. Sorry. Okay, then the category objective of the fund, asset, P, expense ratio, return 2006, 3-year return, 5-year return and risk. 3-year return mean average 3-year return. 5-year average return. Okay. Now we can use descriptive statistics to analyze this data set. Under descriptive, you learn mainly 3 things. The first one, you learn central tendency measures. Central tendency measures you learn. Then you learn measures of variation and shape of the distribution. These are the 3 things we learn under descriptive statistics. The pen is not working. What is the issue? And you can see the screen, no?
We see the screen, sir, but the presentation is still in the screen.
Data set, did you see?
No, we don't see the. I don't see the data set. It's still the PowerPoint. Now we get the data set.
Okay, I think your introduction to the data set is the column 1 category, then the objective of the fund, asset, P, expense ratio, return, 3-year return, 5-year return, and risks. Then we learn central tendency measures. Under this, we learn mainly 3 concepts: mean, median, and mode. Then the measures of variation, we learn range, then minimum, and variance, and standard deviation. These are the key measures. And also we learn shape of the distribution. Shape of the distribution. Now you can use all these concepts or technique to analyze this data set. We can start our analysis from return 2006. Now here you have observations related to nearly 868 different type of mutual funds. Then for the return, since it is a quantitative variable, you can calculate all these measures. It is very simple. This is the way you click on data and data analysis and descriptive statistics. Okay. Then select the data set, the variable you want to analyze. Then select summary statistics, then the labels in first row, then no. Then you can see the results. It also audible. You can see. Can you see the descriptive statistics? Value of mean, median, mode.
Sir, can you please show it again?
Yeah.
Which one that mean how to do?
Yes.
Yes, okay, okay. Then this is the way to do. Data, data analysis. Data, data analysis. Descriptive statistics. Then select the variable you want to analyze. Then labels in first row, then OK. Then you can see the results. Okay, here, please go through these findings. We have discussed all these measures. We had a discussion about mean, median, mode, standard deviation, sample variance, kurtosis, skewness, range, minimum, maximum. What is this sum? Sum mean now our variable is return. When you add all these value of return, that means the sigma, let's say x is the return, this value is the sigma x divided by n, divided by n. N is this value. Then you can see mean is equal, mean is equal divided by this. Okay. Then how to interpret these figures? What you can say about mean, median, mode, central tendency? Yes. Any interpretation from your side? Yes. Who can give a brief interpretation for mean, median, and mode? The
So
way.
when mean and median are very close, it looks like it's a normal distribution curve.
Okay. Then one point he highlighted, then we know when we shape of the distribution. You can identify shape of the distribution based on mean and median. If both are equal, then the distribution is symmetrical one. But here not equal, but there is no big difference. They are almost same. Then you can say this is actually shape of the distribution may be approximately normally distributed, but it is not a normal distribution, but it may near to the shape of the normal distribution. That is about not the central tendency, that is about shape of the distribution. Now his argument is the distribution is bell shape or normally distributed. Then what are the other key points you can identify related to shape of the distribution? Actually, this is not a 100% normal distribution or symmetrical distribution. Then what are the other figures or measures which help you to identify the shape of the distribution? Yes, these are skewness, maybe minimum, maximum, median. These are the figures which help you to identify shape of the distribution. Now, skewness is minus. Then what you can say about shape of the distribution based on skewness? Any idea?
So the skewness is negative. So this is left skewed distribution.
Yes. Then we know based on the sign of skewness, you can identify the shape. If it is 0, then bell shape. If it is minus, then it should be a left skewed. If it is a plus, it is a right skewed. Then as this value is 0.29 minus, then you can say it is left skewed distribution. That is the one point or one criteria you can use to identify shape of the distribution. Then what else?
There are no outliers.
There are no outliers. Then how did you come to that conclusion?
If there are outliers, does the program shows or no? No.
No, it doesn't. No, I'm asking about the shape of the distribution. Yes. Then my photos skewness is minus. Then if you compare mean and median, no, we can say mean is less than to the median. Then the distribution is left skewed. Then you can give one more reason. One more reason. Yes. You can give one more reason to prove that the distribution is left skewed. Then if you compare minimum, maximum and median, you can prove that distribution is left skewed. How to prove? Then we learn, now this is, let's say, median. Median means Q2. Now this is the minimum value. This is the maximum value. Then the one criteria is median minus minimum. Then what is the value of median minus minimum? Median is here, minimum is here. Then the maximum minus median. That means median minus minimum. Value is 22. Maximum minus median. Maximum maximum minus median. It is 21.9. This is 22.1. This is 21.9. Then median minus minimum is less than, sorry, greater than maximum minus median. Then that also one criteria to check whether distribution is right or left. Then it is something like this. The distance from Q2 to minimum is this much. It is less than to Q2 to maximum. Then this is actually slightly left skewed, because you can see the difference is very small. No? It is more similar to normal distribution. Skewness is minus, is 100% normal distribution. I hope you got the point. Then please try to interpret the kurtosis. Yes, what you can say about kurtosis? Kurtosis, it is plus, value is plus. Hello. ආවේ නැද්ද sir? Kurtosis is positive. Then what you can say about it? Then with the kurtosis, you can identify whether distribution is a flat distribution or peak distribution or normal distribution. If the distribution is normal, the kurtosis. If the distribution is flat, then minus. If the distribution is plus value, then we can see peak distribution. Then here value is actually near to +1, but if you take for the one decimal place, it is 0. Then if you take 2, it is 0.2 plus value. That means it is slightly peak distribution. But if you take the one decimal place, it is 0, then which indicate that the distribution is normal distribution. I think now you have an idea about this. Actually, this distribution is slightly left skewed distribution, but it's similar to normal distribution. I hope you got the point. Now, if you are given this type of data set or this type of findings, now you should be able to identify the shape of the distribution. Okay, then central tendency. What you can say about central tendency? %, mutual funds return is below 13.1, and again 50% above 13.1. The middle value is 30. Then the mode is 16. Mode means most frequent value is 16. Okay, then we can move to variance and measures of variation. That means sample variance, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and range. Then here you can see standard deviation is equal square root of sample variance. Then the standard deviation is 6.2, which is not a very large value. Then you can say most of the observations are around the mean. And also range is 44, which shows that the deviation from mean is within this range. Minimum -9, maximum 35. Then the standard deviation is 6.2. Then it shows that the most of the observations are around the mean since the value is small. This is the way to interpret descriptive measures. I hope you learned something. Then if you have any doubt up to this point, you can raise before we move to the next section.
The number you dialed is busy right now.
Okay, then now here you can see there are two types of funds actually. In the category objective wise, there are growth funds and value funds, and there are two types of funds, value and growth. Then let's say you want to decide in which fund you want to invest. Whether you want to invest growth fund or value fund. How can you come to this conclusion? Let's say as another example, you are going to invest in, let's say, stock exchange. Then you may identify maybe, let's say, 3 or 5 firms listed in CSC, that means Colombo Stock Exchange. Then how to decide in which one you are going to invest? Let's say you identify 3 firms, ABC. Now you want to decide whether you are going to invest A, B, or C. How do you come to conclusion based on descriptive analysis? Any idea? I think there may be some students who are working in investment firms or investment advice firm. Yes, how to do? Then you have to calculate mean or descriptive statistics related to A, B, and C. That means firm A, you should have a series of data related to firm A. That means maybe daily price or daily return you can calculate. And if you have 3-month data, okay, that means 90 observations. 3-month data related to firm A, return or maybe stock price. Then you can calculate average, standard deviation, mean, and median. Similarly, here we have two types of funds, growth and value. Then how to get the average for these figures. There are two methods to do this. Then the first method actually is from data analysis. First, you have to sort this data in column B or objective. Then you have first set of funds are growth fund, up to this point, growth fund. Okay. Then you go to the again data analysis, descriptive. Now select only the data range related to growth. Then okay. Then this is the for growth. Then again go to the data analysis, descriptive. Then now we select return related to value funds. Hello. Oh, me. හරි මේ මම තව පොඩ්ඩෙන් ගන්නද අර මම ලෙක්චර් එකකින් ඉන්නේ මේ දුරලා විනාඩි 5න් ගන්නනේ. Okay. Then this is related to value funds. Then you can copy. This is growth. Okay. Then we have mean related to growth fund, mean related to value fund, and standard error, median, and mode, and standard deviation. Then now I am going to ask a question from you. Now there are two types of funds, growth and value. In which fund you are going to invest? Okay, you have to decide whether you are going to invest growth or value, and you have reasons. Two reasons for your answer. Okay, please go through these findings and try to identify in which funds you are going to invest and two reasons for your answer. I'll give 2-3 minutes. give two answers in the chat box. Two answers in the chat box. Both say that they are going to invest in uh, value funds. The reason is average return is higher. This is 8, this is 16, double. Then any investor move to value funds. Then one reason is mean is higher. The other reason is standard deviation, low standard deviation. The standard deviation shows risks of the investment. If the standard deviation high, it's a highly risky one. Now here standard deviation is low, it shows again it is not a risky investment. Then since high return with low risk, investor decide to go for value fund. Hello. If you have any concern, you can raise. Okay. Then in the data set again, you can see category also. Then we have large cap, medium, and small. Then let's say you want to decide in which category you are going to invest. Are you going to invest large one, or are you going to invest in small one or medium? Again, you have to do the same analysis. Then now you have to sort this data set in with the category. Calculate descriptive measure. Return large cap. Okay. Then this is for large cap. Then similarly, you can get the mid, middle size. Then okay. Then this is for mid. Then for the small one, then okay. Then you can copy this one. Yes, this is the large one. Then we can take the mid one here, copy and paste here. Then this is the small one. Then you can make a comparison between these three. Then again, you can decide in which funds you are going to invest. Whether you are going to invest in large one, medium, or middle one. Large one, medium, or middle one. Which one you are going to invest? Again, you can take a decision and give two reasons. I think I have done some, this should be, I think, mid one I have. This is a small one. Sorry. Then which funds you are going to invest? Large one, mid one, small. Yes. What is your opinion? Yes, come on. You can give a reason. Yes, both. We have two answers. It's small. The reasons for your answer. They have given reasons also in the chat box. High mean standard deviation not much high than median. Small due to higher mean and lower standard deviation. Yes, that is the reason. Then when you compare, return is high. Then risk also low. All other 16 and 14, the investor select small funds. Now same method you can apply to analyze information in share market. Let's say you can select listed companies and you can get the data related to daily return or maybe monthly return. Then based on monthly return or daily return, you can calculate these central tendency measures and measures of variation, then you can come to a conclusion. Then there's one message in chat box asking how to interpret standard error. Actually, that concept we have not discussed. It is related to sampling distribution. Then later I will explain. At this moment, I'm not going to explain because it takes some time. Then it's a different concept. Okay. Then one more thing I'm going to highlight here. Now let's say now these are three types of funds. Let's say if you want to create an investment portfolio, investing some amount of funds in large and some in middle and small. Then you can calculate expected average return and maybe no, I think that part is still we have not discussed. Okay, later I will explain. Okay, so then at the beginning I told that there are two methods to calculate these figures. Then I am going to explain the second method. Then we go for data again, data analysis, insert, we go for data and click on insert. Then once you click on insert, you can see pivot table. Then you can select the data set. Then okay. Insert. That's not working. Insert pivot table, then click on OK. Then you can see the
Sir, we can't see the screen.
I think now you can see.
Yes, sir.
Now pivot one is not activate now. Okay. Can you see the now again?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. Then you click on here and click the pivot table. Then select the data set. Then OK. What has happened? There is some technical error. It doesn't work. Then okay. Then I will explain it later. Then in the descriptive analysis, we learn covariance and correlation. We can calculate covariance and correlation using data analysis tool. Same method, data analysis, then the covariance. Then you can select the variable you want to see the correlation. Then let's say we take these two variables. Both are numerical. Then the labels in first row, then no. Then this is the results. I hope you can see it. This is we call covariance matrix. This is we call covariance matrix. You should know how to interpret or how to read this table. Now here you can say expense ratio. Then this value is not covariance. This is variance. Variance of expense ratio. This value, this is the covariance of return and expense ratio. Covariance of return and expense ratio. Then again, what is this value? This is we call variance of return. This is the variance of expense ratio. This is the variance of return. Then this value is the covariance. Then the covariance is minus 0.32. Minus 0.32. What type of relationship we have? Expense ratio and return. What type of relation? Just one say that negative. Yes, negative relationship. What do you mean by negative relationship? Two variables change into opposite direction. That means here, when the expense ratio increase, return decrease. It is obvious, no? If the expense ratio increase, the return decrease. If the expense ratio decrease, return will increase. Then what is the limitation of covariance concept? what is the limitation of covariance concept? It shows the type of relationship with the covariance. You can't identify the strength of the relationship. You can't identify the strength of the relationship. Okay. You can't identify the strength of the relationship. You can say only there is a negative relationship. Okay. Then to identify the strength, you have to calculate correlation coefficient. Then how to calculate correlation coefficient? That also you can do with the data analysis tool. Data analysis, then correlation. Okay. Then select the two variables you want to calculate. Expense ratio and return. Then labels in first row, then OK. Then you can see what you can say about the strength. Now correlation coefficient is minus 0.13. Then we can see the answer, weak relationship. Yes, one say weak negative relationship. It has a negative relationship as in covariance. Then the value is 0.13. Then how you can say it is weak relationship? Yes. What is the reason? Then one say, I think Bala. Yes, he said that it is weak relationship. What is the reason?
So the value is less than 0.5, sir?
Yes. Then we know the value of correlation coefficient is between 0 to 1. Sorry, minus 1 to 1. The value is minus 1 to 1. Greater than or equal, less than or equal 1. If it is near to 1, then the strong relationship. Minus or negative strong relationship. If it is near to plus 1, positive strong relationship. Okay. In between 0 we have, if it is near to 0, weak relationship. Now here you can say weak relationship. Shall we take another shall we take the correlation between, let's say, 2006 to 2003, sorry, 2006 3-year return and 5-year return. Then in data analysis, correlation. Then we select all these VC lengths. Then okay. Then please try to interpret this table. Yes. Yes. Then this value shows correlation between return and expense. This shows return and expense, 2006 return and expense, 3-year return and expense, then the 5-year return and expense. Then you can see negative relationship, weak. Then this value, what is this one? It is return 2006 and
Correlation between return 2006 and third year return.
yes. Then this one, return 2006 and 5-year return. This one, 3-year return and 5-year return. Then how do you interpret these? If you take this one, what you can see? 0.84 plus 0.84 plus value.
Strong relationship that third year returns will be delivered samely as 5 years. I mean, agreed.
Yes. That means there is a strong positive relationship. That means both variable change into same direction. It is obvious actually when the 3-year return mean past 3-year returns, 5-year returns mean average return of. Then this shows that both are change into same direction, and the relationship is very strong since it is near to the 0 point, near to the 1. Then 0.59, that also you can say strong, but not very strong, since it is greater than 0.5, you can say strong relationship. Then 0.7 also you can say strong relationship. This is the way to calculate descriptive measures. Then similar type of analysis you have to do for your group work, as I explained last week. Then I will upload the write-up for all the instruction into LMS, and I can share with you maybe tomorrow. The things you have to do is you have to collect data related to selected companies in Colombo Stock Exchange. Then maybe 5 companies. Then you can collect the data related to returns, or maybe based on the opening price and close price, you can calculate the return, or However, you will have to get the data related to share market information, that means the share prices, or it may be daily return or maybe monthly. At least there should be maybe 100 observations. If it is daily data, you can collect data maybe related to or maybe 4 months. If it is annual data, the data should be actually then annual data actually it is not possible because you can't get the decision based on annual data. It should be daily data or monthly data. Then for the selected firms, you can calculate descriptive figures, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, all these. Then you can write a report, and at the end you can recommend in which stock you have to invest in order to get higher return and low risk. Then I will upload the guideline into LMS.
Video, sir, the last week presentation.
Last week presentation, I think I have already uploaded into LMS.
The recording, sir, the recording that you have.
Recording, actually I didn't record, I think, because normally when we are doing Saturday and Sunday, we are not sharing the recording, because recording, then the attendance may be very low. That's why we are doing the same thing in Saturday and Sunday. No, either join to the Saturday or Sunday. So I didn't record, I think. But for the Excel one, I think if you want, I can give some record, not the lecture record, but I can do the recording, how to do this analysis, and I can upload it into LMS. Sorry for that, I think. Otherwise, definitely the attendance will be very low. If I share the recording, then it may be convenient to you. But let's see if let's say when we are discussing some difficult part, I can record and share with you. Then here also for the related to the Excel exercise, I will make a recording and upload it into LMS. Okay, any other matter? Then the next week you are having class in the university. Then I think some of them have still we have not issue LMS access. Definitely before Wednesday I will email your LMS credential. Now they have appointed new LMS administrator. Then I have already informed. Then the Monday or Tuesday I will send all the details. Okay, then the Saturday or Sunday mean that we are repeating. I think you know, repeating in that means this is the yesterday I did same one, then today same thing repeat. Then you can join. I stick to Saturday Sunday class, but if you miss some Sunday class, you can join with the Saturday one also. Okay, then this is the end of discussion related to descriptive measures. Then our next topic is discrete probability distribution. Then we will start that discussion maybe next week. Yes, next week you are having on-site lectures. I think according to the schedule, I think it is Saturday. The lectures are on Saturday. Then for both group, Saturday and Sunday group can participate Saturday on-site class. Okay, then shall I wind up the session? I hope you may learn something from today's session.